head for we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk to see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the store, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got 100s. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stakes big and green, I call my pocket the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 pounds, I had to let it cool off. Edmonds dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Came with my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We come to you live on EA Sports, and it's a Windy City special in the booth. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. Here we go. Kevin Durant with the block.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Harden to Irving. Oh, George snatching it out of the air. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Not loose. That's out of bounds off of Giannis. So possession will stay right where it is. Harden.
I got him.
Irving.
Get back in there.
Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Goes reverse to lay it in. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to explode.
Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Knocked loose. Curry. Steph Curry. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. His instincts are unnatural. But what makes him so good, given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
LBJ has it to Irving. Driving right to the basket. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow through. That release is effortless.
Joel Embiid rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that door.
Rock in the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Curry had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LeBron with it up top. 5-point game. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Curry controlling the offense from long range. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
James, tough matchup against George. Irving to Leonard. Curry with the basketball. Up 6. Fires There's the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
He throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's privacy.
Buries it.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Joel Embiid sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Throws it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
It's the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work, Brandon.
To James. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Curry. Off the mark. No good. Irving brings the ball up court. To James. Lets it fly from long range. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Curry. The lead is 11. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Here's Leonard for two. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He's not shy about shooting from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proves that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Defense. Curry. Defense, let's go. That one off the mark. It's no good. Irving with the basketball. They're down 3. To Harden. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Great dish to set it up. And throws it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You're probably going to step out.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll gather the troops and talk things over.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Defended by Steph Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Curry. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Knocked loose. Curry. He engulfed him that time. LeBron into the front court. Down 6. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy. And that's to be the greatest of all time.
And 2 points to the board. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
To Curry. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. Lillard passed it off. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
That's how you defend. To James. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
To Lillard. Knocked loose. That one's going to be out of bounds. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Here's a chance from long range. And Steph Curry dials in from three.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter awareness.
LeBron James with the rock. To Lillard. And the throwdown. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the flow will open up and you knock down some threes.
To James. Great feed. Sets it up. Oh, emphatic slam.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Curry. No good. That's great defense. Lillard against Westbrook. Curry. Shakes three and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Beyond the arc for three. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. There it is, Nikola Jokic with the putback slam. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of this game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at three. Blake Griffin trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 68%. Got it at the line.
Right back to him.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Able to convert on both free throws. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he missed the free throw. Nice pass to set things up. Thompson. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Kawhi Leonard. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true. But he's also finding his rhythm.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he makes the move. Headed here to the second quarter. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving to Leonard. That's going to be out of bounds. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Westbrook to Kemba Walker for 3. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. Great pass to set it up. Thompson, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
It's good. And 1.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and 1.
And he misses that one free throw. Westbrook. And takes it away.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
In the front court comes Simmons. Up by 6. And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Shot in the lane won't go. Kyrie Irving with that, he's 5 for 9.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
And the basket good at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Simmons.
Got some for him. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Kyrie Irving. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
We get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Harden in possession. Leads 5. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Paul George. He's 2 for 2 now. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Stuffs him down with authority.
What a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Stuffs him down with authority.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the big side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Kawhi Leonard gets a look. Can't hit. Giannis with it up top. Down 3. 4-3. That won't go. To Leonard. Stuffs him down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's had. He came out of the game, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Westbrook. Not going down here. Durant across the timeline. Up by 3. And count the basket inside.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
These are missed opportunities. When the guy puts his head down to help the defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
It's James controlling the offense. To Irving. Sizing up the defense. Knocked loose. And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Changes coming from both sides right now. James. Harden matched up with the 2-time MVP. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I'll take that.
Here's Curry with it up top. They trail by 1. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. James goes to the left side. Harden off the mark.
Hey, switch, I got
Curry. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Harden with the basketball. His team up by 1. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles on the balls.
Identical. Gets it in the right corner. Kawhi Leonard swats in.
Sends a message on that one.
Middleton to Identical. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop the break opportunity.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Davis. Westbrook across the timeline. Gonna run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender did.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
We're going to see a team take the lead here?
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Get it, shoot it again.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot ball, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can run. But when that shot is working like that, you got to get it.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
And finishes strong.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Westbrook in the front court. Leads 1. Kemba Walker against Harden. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now 4 for 6.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
It goes down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Not loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here we go. Here we go.
To James. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. George, top shot. He hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
LBJ with it. To Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Shots up.
Shots him in close, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
James Harden.
Make that, baby. Make that.
To Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Not getting the bounce. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We have reached halftime in what has been a compelling matchup so far. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play into the third. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. Here's Irving into the front court. Down 4. Deep right corner. James to Irving. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there. Jay had known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Curry, that's how it's done.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel of the ball's going in every time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tips it. Durant lets it fly. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Oh, nice step through to get to the basket. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
And that's going to be out of bounds off of George.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Harden in possession. His group now down 2. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
James against George. Curling inside. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Irving. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might get you with.
Knocked loose. Irving to Leonard. That's going to be out of bounds. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Stops it down with authority.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy run.
Kyrie with the rock. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Embiid. Joel Embiid. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Durant to Irving. Durant. Jokic snares the rebound.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 5. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Curry with the ball. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Curry with the basketball. Leads 4. Fires the 3. Stephen Curry surpassing his own NBA record. His 14th three-pointer of the ball game.
And he just made me tap my own chest and touch the sky.
Kevin Durant. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Might have had extra work, but
Curry. Another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
easy answer, no.
Into the front court, it's Irving. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Cut it.
Harden. It's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Curry into the front court. Leads 5. Deep left corner to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive game.
Curry. Missed it. Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit now up to 5. And stuffs it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Curry. Good offense beating good defense.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Leonard. Rises for the slam.
You see, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Kyrie across the timeline, trailing by 4. Kevin Durant lets it fly, and George able to gobble up the rebound. Curry, shot won't go. To James. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stuck towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lillard takes aim at Steph Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. The monster stuff.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Match up.
Davis to James.
Right.
The drive right to the basket.
That's all you.
From the outside, no good. Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
My ball.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
LBJ. Leonard. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. He can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Leonard. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Curry. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Whoa! What a finish!
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, emphatic slam!
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Deep three at the buzzer. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. They're clearly in the gut side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard. Well, the Cardinal will go to the scoreboard. Every going to the fourth quarter. That's 0-0. You have to play the game. The scoreboard 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Curry into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Now that's a contest. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Not that time. He misses. Curry steps out and hits.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Look out, Blake Griffin. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
And the 2 for Blake Griffin.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Durant to Simmons. Blake Griffin pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Curry knocks loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Simmons. Slams it down.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Simmons with it. His guys down 11. To Davis. Simmons. Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. And it's Davis for the rebound. Simmons to Durant. Great look and vision. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
And easy, too, to get back on defense.
It's Steph at the controls. To Jokic. Curry. Smothering D. To Simmons. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Curry to bring it up. The lead stands at 9. To Middleton. Curry. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other teams doing this.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
I got ball. I got ball. I got him.
Blake Griffin with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To the basket is Durant, but his shot stays out. Westbrook with the basketball. The lead is 11. Going along beyond the arc. The follow won't go either. To Thompson. Not that time. Middleton. Won't go down to Middleton. Goes to the right side.
Hey, I got your help. Give mine, give mine.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I remember my high school coach said, one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, we're live. I'm watching it happen in person.
Has a chance, can't connect. Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to 3. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots with it.
Kemba Walker against the former Cougar. To Westbrook. Walker. He was all over.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Walker can't go down. Smothering defense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Davis to Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
The most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. Only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
But this is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And he finishes at the rim.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid, no doubt about it. Dame time.
Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Take that.
James. Down low for Davis. Turns and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Curry. Textbook defense. James into the front court. Down 5. And he's going to the free throw line.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Curry. That's good D. Shot no good. To Durant. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Sent a message in that one, Ed.
Curry has it. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Irving into the front court. 5-point game. Count it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
The deficit is 6. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. No turnover as possession stays where it was. Time to shuffle things up. Harden. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Walker to Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down 3. Knocked loose. Crossover. Gets inside. And the slam dunk.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 3. Oh, can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. LeBron James matched up with Paul George. Kevin Durant with the block. They've recovered it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul George with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move.
Giannis with it up top. Up 5. For 3, off the iron. No good. Not loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Westbrook. To Antetokounmpo. 4-3. And his rolls from deep continue. It's no good again. And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide open 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Giannis in control of the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. And he's yet to hit one from deep. It's no good. Gets it in the right corner. So hard. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
When you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Strong finish of Paul George.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his guys together and talk things over. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Paul George. In the slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that ring with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Now it's hard. And the controls. Off the assist.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a problem in this league when people are dunking the ball like a tennis ball. That's how quick the ball went through the net.
I got ball. It's all me.
Knocked loose. Ball's out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. So possession will stay right where it is. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer.
EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
All-Stars won this game after a close finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. Check out the leading scores for the East All-Stars. The West are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the West.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Steph Curry shined brightest at today's All-Star Game. You could tell he was having a lot of fun, and I was happy to see him get the MVP award. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out. The West All-Stars lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the West All-Stars.
Game track. Assists.
It's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display. The ball movement was tremendous.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Steph Curry is your All-Star Game MVP. So much of this game is about the fans, so it's great that he put on such a memorable show for them. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
The East finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the East. The West finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the West.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Steph Curry, the most recent MVP of the All-Star Game. an award that goes all the way back to Ed McCauley. He did it while representing the Boston Celtics back in 1951.